NBA. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForge reporting from the sidelines.
And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento.
And the atmosphere is always electric in a rivalry matchup like this one. You gotta love it.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
Never easy guarding Luka. He looks to get to the line amongst the toughest covers in the NBA.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Now here's Lillard. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Ginobili outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. To the inside. Reed with the block.
Outstanding defense by Reed there. He understands the importance of protecting the basket.
And now the Kings, fast break. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Kamara.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Carter with it. Jones covering. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the three. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Right side, Reed. Down low. Here's Kamara. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And here is Doncic. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To Kamara in the corner. It's Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Brooks covering. And the rejection by Zubac. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Left side, Reed. Stolen by Zubac. To the middle, out to Doncic. Shoots over Kamara. That's short off the rim.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Out to Doncic. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Kamare.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Zubac. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
How about the energy he showed on the glass? Outworking everyone and getting rewarded for it.
And the wide open shot from Reed. And that comes off the assist by Jones. It's all tied in Sacramento. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Now, here's Doncic. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Off target with his three. And when you watch Kamara, as a coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Doncic, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Outside, Jones. Ginobili outside. Hit by Reed. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Lets it fly from 18. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Kings trailing. Inside, on the way, Harris. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Jones looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Castle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Castle's got his first bucket in this one.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Carter drives in. And finished off by Carter.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Lillard. Backs it loose. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. So both teams making some changes here. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
Just 5 to shoot. Stolen away. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Anthony. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. And stolen by Castle. Wiggins outside. Outside Williams. Lillard surveying the D. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Nurkic. Here is Williams. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Williams. Shoots over Edgecombe. It's all tied in Sacramento. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
14.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Back to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. Lillard outside. That three off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's a good screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Green by Zubac. To the inside. On the money with the shot from the left block. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Now here's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Reed. Off target from outside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Brooks outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Clippers leading. To the middle. Stolen by Brooks. Down low. Snatched away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Inside, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Jones. Now Reed. Kicks it out to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Doncic feeling it out. Screen by Zubac. For the lead, Reed with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And even 3-on-3 break. Brooks from outside. .130 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Doncic. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Picked by Reed. Here's Kamare. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Clippers making a change here. The Kings trail. .52 seconds left to play here in the third. They set the screen. Here's Klingon. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's Edgecombe. No scoring in this one. That gives them the lead. And the Kings lead by 1.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Picked by Reed. It's stolen by Green. And the Kings pushing it up now. It's intercepted. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Kings on top, up 1. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
19.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. That one drops for him. It's stolen by Carter. Over in the corner, Doncic. Pass to Vucevic. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Ginobili outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Out to Harris. Carter looking around. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for Sacramento.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Here's Nurkic. Rebounded by Vucevic. Here's Sacramento now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Doncic. Top of the key. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Castle, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Los Angeles making a switch here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Throws it down. What an assist!
Well, Lillard is certainly willing to share the ball. A great passer, and that gets overlooked quite a bit.
Here's Doncic. Launches it. The triple. Doncic.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Vucevic outside. Misses the three. Clippers trail by 6. Now Wiggins. Here's Nurkic. Oh, what a play inside.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
The three is off. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now Nurkic. Outside Lillard. From outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Doncic outside. Carter fired. And the three misses. Clippers trailed by 4. Now Lillard. Kamara with it. Miles Reed. And he does not hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Harris. Doncic knocks down the three.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and it's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. It's stolen by Jones.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up.